What's up, YouTube? Speed Freak 2010 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Need for Speed Heat. First off, I just want to wish you all a safe, happy Halloween weekend. It's October 29th when I'm recording this. So if you're watching this after this video goes up, either between Halloween Eve or Halloween Day, I just want to wish y'all a safe and happy Halloween and whatnot. Anyways. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look and customizing the McLaren F1 as part of the Black Market DLC, the second one. I just bought this a few days ago and I'm starting to play it now. Right now I'm just going to pick up the car, go through the customization items. As for the gameplay, I'm going to leave it up to the contracts later, as those will be separate videos. So, as always, if you do enjoy this video and want to see more, please be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at Tasmanian94 if you wish to do so. And let me know how you feel in the comment section below, or what you think. Anyway, let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it.
Hey, it's Raziel. Your car's ready for pickup. Head to the docks when you're set. Always had a soft spot for the F1. Judging by our client's penthouse downtown, he could have given you two. So, here's the deal. Mr. Braxton was boasting to his pals about how great that car really is. Now, he's got to prove it. Well, you do. He wants to see if you got the skills first. Nothing crazy to start with. Just make sure you don't lose, and we'll be good.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've gotten the McLaren, let's check out its customization. First off, we're going to the performance and seeing what kind of engines this car has. When this car came out in 1993, it had a 6-liter V12 engine, producing between, depending on who you ask, 600 to 640 horsepower. And this engine was sourced by BMW, as this was McLaren's first ever production car. You sit in the middle with basically 2 passengers on either side of your shoulder. So technically this is a 3-seater car. And this V12 was naturally aspirated. One thing to note, this V12, while it is similar to the one used, it does not make the actual sound. The sound is actually copied from the Lamborghini Aventador. So yeah, does it bother me? Not really. It's similar enough. This is one of my favorite cars out there. In fact, this is my #1 favorite McLaren. Other than that, you have a twin turbo V8 from the, I think, the 90 M5. You have a turbo. You have a naturally aspirated inline 4, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe it was a Lotus. You have a twin turbo flat 6 from a Porsche. I'm guessing the GT2. I don't know. You have the R30. You have the VR38 dead from the Nissan GTR. You have McLaren's other engine from the 570S. You have the 2-liter 4 from the Polestar. And you have the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR's 2.6-liter RB26, albeit a forged version. These are all the available engines for this car. I'll get to the customization here, performance customization in a later video. As for the visuals, there are 3 different models you can turn this car into. When this car came out in '93, you could buy this car for like $1 million. It was the first car to be made whose monocoque was made out of entirely carbon fiber. And in fact, in my opinion, if you would ask me, I'd say this is the world's first original hypercar. Some say it's Bugatti. I say it's this one. Because you would ask me, if it wasn't for this car, the McLaren F1 right here, the Koenigsegg Agueras, the CCXs, Regeras, Bugatti Veyrons, all those other cars probably would not exist as they are now, or probably wouldn't exist at all if it wasn't for this car. And this is a car that you could buy for $1 million between 1993 and 1997. In 1995, it entered the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and it took first and second place. All they did was just take the street car right here, just add on a racing wing, racing tires, roll cage, and take out the front drive shaft from the all-wheel drive system. And as a result, you got this one, the McLaren F1 GTR. I believe this is the bumper from it. It's probably either this one or this one. That one was limited to about 600 horsepower and I think a top speed of about 180, if I'm remembering correctly. These were the lights that were used on that one, or was it the LT? I can't remember. It was this one. Yeah, it was this one. These fenders right here. Wing mirrors. Basically all the standard stuff. I'm gonna leave that alone. Side skirts. I believe this is it. Rear fenders. You have here. You have these. You have. I believe these are from the GTR. These are from my other favorite variant, which I'll get to in a minute. And the spoiler. This is the GTR spoiler that was used. And fun fact, you guys remember the video game not Need for Speed, Midnight Club Dub Edition? This car was actually in there, but it was actually the street legal version called the McLaren F1 Long Tail. Not Long Tail LM, my bad. Basically, it was a street legal version of this one. And this... No, that's not it. No, that's the rear end for that. So, yeah, this is this was the GTR version. that was the standard GTR. Now I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorites. No, the LM model. The LM model was as a response to the GTR's model. As for rules, you basically had to kind of build a few road-going examples in order for it to be eligible for the LM class. So in response, McLaren built a whole bunch of these. I think you had to build, what, 25 of them? So, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is the F1 LM, the street legal version of the GTR. Speaking of GTR, there was another version. Or actually two versions. In Need for Speed High Stakes, my first Need for Speed game that I was introduced to, that introduced me to the F1 GTR and the F1 in general. The PC version had the standard GTR. This one I'm building right now. I grew up on the PlayStation 1 version. And that one was different than the one that was on the PC version. The PC version was the standard GTR, what I just showed you. This one is the Long Tail from the PlayStation 1 version. Basically, it was, other than the longer fenders, the wider track. Basically, the whole thing was wider and longer. This is the spoiler, and yeah. So this is the F1 GTR Long Tail, my favorite variant. Well, minus the rear windows. And in Need for Speed High Stakes, this was color coded. The spoiler and the whole car was color coded. And in that game, you pretty much had to win all the other tournaments in that game, and you would be able to drive this or the Mercedes CLK GTR in that game. And those two were the best cars in the game, with very maxed out stats. It didn't matter which one you choose, they all performed. And I would either go with orange or just straight up black. And out of all the F1 McLaren, this one is my absolute favorite. And I would love to own one. It was like I said, this car is a legend in its own right. It's and is considered by a lot of people one of the greatest supercars ever made. In my opinion, this is the OG hypercar. And right now, this is just my favorite variant. Or, yeah, this is just my favorite variant, and it's just insane. If you want to know more about this car in an entertaining way instead of just me just rambling on about it, I recommend you watch Donut Media's Up to Speed on the McLaren F1. Because, man, they hit it out of the park with that video. But hey, that's enough for in terms of the customization. So I'm gonna end the video right here, and I'm gonna start on the contracts. So don't be surprised if you see one of your favorite variants being driven by me or something. So yeah. Anyway, this is Speed Freak 2010, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a blessed day, stay safe, and be nice to one another, alright? Peace.